Hello and welcome to Bible, Biology, and Board Games. I'm your host, Tim, and today we're talking about board games. Specifically, in answer to the question, where do I begin? What's the first game I should play? I'm not in the hobby. I don't play a lot of board games, and, Monopoly, sorry, and, Life, that's all I've ever played. So today I'm going to bring you my top 10 gateway games, if you will. And there's no particular order to them. They are just various categories. And so, hey, I'm not going to edit this. We're just going to go for it. So first up, we've got Carcassone. This is the base game. There's about 8,000 expansions. Not really. But this is made by Rio Grande Games. It's an award winner. It's a tile laying game. Every turn you play a tile, and you get points depending on where you put your guy. It's real basic. Oh, come on. Anyway.
Science!
Oh, my goodness. And so, that's a good one to start with. Real easy, up to 5 players. Ticket to Ride. Another classic. They've come out with a few expansions, different maps that you have. This one is of the United States. There was a 10 or 15 year anniversary that had upgraded pieces. Really easy. It's a set collection. Kind of a race thing, too, where you want to get to a certain place first. You want to, cut off your opponent or get a track segment that helps you more than it helps them. Anyway, up to 5 again. Good game. Days of Wonder, good job. 7 Wonders. One of my favorite. I've played this, as you can see, a lot of wear and tear, many, many times. And this is a game that is a card drafting game. You have a handful of cards, you pick one, you pass the rest to your neighbor, and you go around the table and you build your civilization, you build your wonder. And so this is from Repos Production. Great game. Easy to jump in. Okay? If you're looking for a party game, party's in the name. Dungeon Party. It's a coaster game. So the coasters are the monsters, the dungeons, the traps, the items, the magic things, and you're flipping coins to land onto the coaster, and you beat the monsters that way. Really silly, but you could be playing it, at your home. You could be out at your local establishment, just enjoying a board game. It's got orcs and elves and axes and magic items, and so it kind of opens up that whole world. It's a lot of fun, really easy to pick up. Dungeon Party. If you like cooperative games, Harry Potter, Hogwarts Battle. This is a cooperative game. It's also a deck building game. The idea of each player starting with the same amount of cards, but then as you go in your turns, you can buy more cards. So, as would make sense, you can buy spells, you can buy items, you can actually buy allies. So, if you're looking for Dumbledore, you have to wait till like year 4 or 5 before he comes out. But that's a lot of fun. You got to beat the bad guys before they beat you. Cooperative game. Again, nice entryway. All right. The other cooperative game on my list is Pandemic. I got this one at a thrift shop for like $4. Anyway, it's a great game. You're working together to beat the disease that's trying to take over the world. This was before COVID. So, if you're thinking, lack of taste on this one, nah. It's a great game. It's hard. It's a difficult game to win. It's not difficult to learn, but you got to work as a team to, really, really do well. Pandemic, there you go. Also, a lot of expansions that have come out with that one. Ryan Lockett made Megaland. He's also made a number of other ones that I have enjoyed. This one is a press your luck. So you and your fellow adventurers, you either stay in to, flip over the next card to see if it's a monster that you can beat, or you get out and take your treasure. If you stay in and you win, you get more treasure or more, benefits, those kinds of things. And so you want to press your luck in that one. Again, simple. All of these are going to be to the table, in an hour or less, most of them, hour and a half maybe. And so there you go. Summer camp. Deck building like the Harry Potter game. You're at summer camp and you've got activities, you've got arts and crafts, you've got friendship, you've got s'mores and those kinds of things. So you're collecting these cards, you're buying new cards, and so you want to do that, but it's also got that race aspect. If you get somewhere first, you're going to get the best benefit. So it's kind of like Ticket to Ride in that respect, where you don't want to just lackadaisical kind of do your thing. You want to get there, but you want to get the good cards as well. Summer camp. There you go. 2 more. Transmissions. I haven't done Kickstarter a lot. This was a Kickstarter that I found. It's got good little robots in it, and it's a rondelle mechanic. And so there's around 14 spots on the board, and there's 4 of these little robot guys. On your turn, you pick any one of those robots. You move it 1 or 2, or depending on what it is, and then you do the action that the space where you landed. Sometimes, you're looking at your hand going, I can't do that or whatever, so you got to move a different one, or you got to play a card. And, there's different things, but it's really cool. It's cute. Like these little robots, they're little miniatures. They're about 3 inches tall. Good stuff. My favorite of this bunch, actually, this one's in my top probably 5. Worker placement game. It's called Stone Age. Z-Man Games here. And I'm sorry I didn't do the credits for all of these. Probably should have. Worker placement. The idea that you've got a cave member or a tribe member. Don't fall over. Okay. Whoops. Anyway, you've got your tribe member. You put him somewhere, he gets something. You put him in the forest and he gets wood, or you put him in the river, he gets a gold. You send him to the hunting grounds and he brings back food for the tribe. It's a great game. It's old. I don't know how old it is, but it stood up the test of time. I've played this one many times. One of my favorites. So there you have it. That's my top 10, and you've enjoyed some, my phone ringing when I probably should have turned it down. I just dropped a pile of games. Whoops. So anyway, that's been Bible, Biology, and Board Games. Again, my name is Tim, and we'll see you next time.